Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyo. Ako po si Butch Valdes, ang host ng ating Katipunan. Yung ating Katipunan po na radio show that you might be monitoring in DZXL every Sunday. At gumagawa din po tayo ng pamamaraan para we should be able to come out in Katipunan channel as well. At among other things, we will be using this like a talk show, at meron tayo pong iniimbit ng mga importanteng tao at mga kilala so that we can talk about current events, buhay sa Pilipinas, at ano pa bang importante sa atin, kung ano pong nangyayari at mangyayari dito sa ating mga ginagawa ngayon sa ating lipunan. Hindi ko na po papatagalin. Ang ating pong guest today is Manuel Boy Mejorada. No? Si Boy Mejorada is a known YouTube vlogger. No? At makikita niyo po siya, ano bang pangalan?
Manuel Mejorada.
Manuel Mejorada ang pangalan ng account, right? Channel. Manuel Mejorada sa YouTube and Facebook.
Facebook, Manuel Boy Mejorada.
Yeah. At kanina po, nag-uusap kami before the show. Marami po tayong pwedeng pagtalakayan, no? Hinggil dito sa mga pangyayari ngayon. So, I'll ask Boy to greet his followers kung nanonood tayo.
Medyo biglaan ito, Butch, no? So, may subscribers ay hindi siguro alert, no?
Alert na.
Tungkol sa pag-guest ko dito sa Katipunan channel. But anyway, nagagalak ako at nakasama ko kayo ngayon. Instant po ito eh. Biglaan ito, hindi nakaplano ito kahit naka-t-shirt lang tayo. But anyway, I'm so happy, Butch, no? That I have touched base with you kasi we share the same passions, no? Pareho po tayo naggalit sa korupsyon at gusto natin ng reforma sa ating gobyerno para pabigyan naman ng ating mga kababayan ng mas magandang buhay. Magandang hapon po.
Right. Alam niyo po kanina, we were just chatting kanina and then nagtatanungan kami, what is it that drives us to do this? No? Ba't tayo pumapasok dito? Hindi naman tayo talagang politiko, we don't have political ambitions and so on and so forth. No? At pareho po ang aming dinadanas na problema. Pag hindi po tayo magsasalita para sa katotohanan at pag hindi po tayo naninindigan para sa katotohanan, parang hindi tayo makatulog ng mahimbing. No? With all the problems that we have and the problems that we attract if we start standing up for the truth, no? You still can sleep peacefully because you know you're doing the right thing. Yung po ang parang peace of mind natin. Hindi ba ganyan ba?
Tama po. Tama.
So, I'm sure kayo pong nanonood, ganyan din siguro ang nararamdaman ninyo. No? Anyone who's doing something wrong or may tiwali or something dishonest, no? Something will bother him that he's not going to be able to sleep well.
Yes.
No? And he will always be concerned about what may happen to him or if he's caught or something like that, which is always in many cases right now. I am sure many of our politicians do not sleep well.
Oh yes, definitely. And I'm going to mention that also later on. No?
Anong palagay mo ngayon? Let us say, dito sa ABS-CBN, Boy, that is the present issue now that is being discussed. What are your views on that?
Actually, may isang comment na ako na lumabas din sa YouTube at sa Twitter, no, sa Facebook, na lumalabas yung mga bobo dahil lang sa issue ng ABS-CBN. At tulad ng best friend ko na si Senator Franklin Ridon. Nung una, pinipilit niya na dapat o pwede daw ipagpatuloy ng ABS-CBN. Tapos nung lumabas yung Supreme Court decision in 2003, yung Associated Wireless Corporation or something, na sinabi ng Supreme Court na without a franchise, hindi pwede makapag-broadcast ng isang TV network, no? Pumalit na naman ang posisyon si Senator Drilon. Sabi niya, ay, hindi pa na pwede. No franchise, no broadcast, no? Tapos dito naman, last 2 weeks, nakita naman natin ang kaibigan ko na paiba-iba na naman. Naghain naman siya ng joint resolution na sabi niya ay magiging batas. It will have the effectivity of law na mapahaba yung franchise ng ABS-CBN for another 3 years, no, after its expiry sa May 4, 2020. Tapos sabi naman niya, nung sinabi ni Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara na pwede yan, mag-ano lang ng concurrent resolution yung both houses of Congress, nabigyan ang National Telecommunications Commission or NTC, no, ng authority para magbigay ng provisional authority to operate sa ABS-CBN. Ganun na naman ang ginawa ni Senator Drilon. Alam niyo po, number 9 sa barihan si Senator Drilon. Pero pagdating dito sa ABS-CBN, parang nawawala, no? Nag-evaporate. Parang usok na lang yung brilliance niya, yung talino niya. No? Nawawala yung talino niya dahil wala na siyang fixed na
parang walang prinsipyo.
Walang prinsipyo. Kung ano lang ang convenient.
Balibaliktad. Maski na parang ang kapal na alam ng tao kung anong sinabi niya noon, babaliktarin niya.
Yes.
Parang wala siyang compunction to even tell the truth, no? Or even to massage what he had said before, and he could have said, alam nyo, dati ganitong posisyon, pero ito lang nangyari ngayon, iba naman posisyon. Pero wala, parang ang kapal magbabaliktad siya, babaliktad.
Yes.
At paano mo naman naging kaibigan yan?
Alam niyo po, sa totoo lang, dati kami magkaibigan talaga ni Senator Drilon. I was provincial administrator ng Iloilo from 2001 up to 2010. At kasapi po ako ng Liberal Party noon. Kasi yung governor ko noon, Great Governor Neil Tupas, ay isang leader ng Liberal Party. At siyempre, kapartido namin si Frank Drilon, kapartido namin si Marojas, no? At iba pa dyan ng mga Liberal Party. Subalit noong 2010, bumaba na po ako as provincial administrator dahil co-terminus tayo. Now, ginawa po ako ni Senator Drilon na consultant sa Senado for 1 year, no? Pero nung nakaupo na si dating Pangulong Aquino, napansin ko, Butch, na hindi na maganda yung papatakbo. At bumalik na ako sa trabaho bilang media man. At ako naman, alam niya ni Senator Drilon na kahit magkaibigan tayo, kung nakikita ko mga pagkamali, talagang isusulat ko yan, isisiwalat ko yan. At nag-umpisa ito sa mga sinusulat ko tungkol sa kanyang pinsan, si Jen Patrick Mamilog, yung dating mayor ng Iloilo City.
Ito yung binagsayan na drug lord,
yes,
di ba?
Drug protector. So, dahil marami na rin ako nakikita sa kay Mayor Mamilog, sinusulat ko ito, nagtampo sa akin si Drilon. No?
Ganyan.
Oo, nagtampo siya dahil bakit ko daw tinitira yung pizza niya. Until it reached a point na naging bulgar na yung problema sa droga sa Iloilo, at pati yung mga drug lords, Butch, were running after me. Alam niyo po, hindi naman sa hindi naman sa binubuhat ko yung buwan ko. Target po ako ng mga drug lords. Ako po yung unang nag-bulgar ng narcopolitics sa Iloilo. At kung hindi niyo po nababasa pa noon o napanood sa TV o narinig sa radyo, yung pag-alis po kay Mayor Mamilog ay dahil po sa mga kaso na ipinahil ko islampa ko sa Office of the Ombudsman. So, lalong naglayo na kami ni Senator Drilon. At kung matandaan ninyo, in 2012, umpisa itong Disbursement Acceleration Program. At nakita ko kaagad, Butch, no? Na napakaraming overpriced projects. At siyempre, pinupuna ko na kahit na boss ng parang sa kanya noon, pinupuna ko na overpriced ito, lalo nagalit. No? And umabot ito sa the peak. No? Nagkresendo itong away namin noong ipinatayo niya yung Iloilo Convention Center. Siguro napanood nyo rin sa TV. And in fact, Butch, on November 13, 2014, nag-appeal po ako sa Senado, sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, dahil sa ipinatawag na investigation tungkol sa alleged overpricing. Hindi alleged overpricing.
Talagang overpricing.
Overpricing talaga.
Sandali lang. Yung convention center ng Iloilo, you can just imagine what we're talking about. Some big building na ang sinasabi sa atin, sinasabi sa mo boy na overpriced na to what extent? Magkano ba dapat yun at magkano ipinatong nila?
Kasi nahuli ko sila dyan dahil yung lupa dyan was donated by Mega World Corporation. No? Actually, ang mas malalim pa dyan yung totoong kwento dyan. Dahil yung Mega World, pinili na yung Gold Airport sa Iloilo and they developed it into a commercial district. No? And nagtayo sila ng dalawang hotel. At merong lupa sa gitna ng dalawang hotel, 1.7 hectares. At talagang plano nila pagtayo ng convention center. Nung malaman nito ni Senator Ridon, naghahanap siya ng mga projects kung saan niya ibubuhos yung DAP na pondo. So sabi niya sa Mega World, i-donate ko yan sa gobyerno at kami magpapatayo ng convention center.
So, etong DAP, ito yung pondo na galing sa Malampaya Fund?
Among others. Disbursement Acceleration Program. Yung transfer nila, yung mga budgets, inilipat nila sa ibang accounts.
Right.
So, kung paano ko sila nahuli, nakuha ko po yung deed of donation na pinarmahan ng Mega World Corporation at ng Department of Tourism. At nakasaad po yun, among others, na may obligasyon yung gobyerno in exchange for the donation na maglaan ng 200 million pesos para ipatayo ng convention center. So doon palang huli na sila
Okay.
Dahil ang architect ng Mega World, yun ang nag-prepare ng plano for the convention center.
I see.
So ibig sabihin, alam na niya kung magkano ang kailangan na pera. Right. So sabi niya, siguraduhin mo na may 200 million pesos
200 million.
So, okay, doon po, 200 million. Now, umabot po lahat-lahat sa 800, mga 750 million.
750?
750 million pesos. No? At hindi pa po tapos. No? Kung makapunta po kayo sa Iloilo Convention Center, umikot po kayo, yung parking lot sa likod ay gawa pa rin sa gravel, graba pa rin. So, ibig sabihin, yung pera na para doon, nawala nga. No? At ang convention center po is malaking kahon Walang laman. Walang laman naman So, bakit ba ganun kalaki ang ginastos? No? Yun ang tanong dahil yung katabi, Richmond Hotel, ano lang yun? 500 million, 12 stories. So, you can imagine 12 stories na hotel with ilang daang kwarto na well-furnished, 500 million down. Yung orchard by Marriott, sabi na, is 15 stories with mga 300 rooms. Bawat room po, mga 1 million yan. Kasi, siyempre, with all the furnishing, 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. So, and here comes itong convention center na actually 1.5 stories lang. Dahil mezzanine lang naman yung itaas.
Ano lang yan parang empty area.
Empty. Parang gymnasium.
Puntahan ng mga tao for convention o rallies o kung ano man ang ginagawa nila.
So wala. Isang malaking kahon lang po. Walang furnishing sa loob. At kulang pa nga mga kitchen, equipment, wala. Yung soundproofing, wala.
But ano naman ang connection ni Drilon dun sa convention center?
Siya po ang nagano nito. Ang tawag niya diyan is brainchild niya.
brainchild.
Oo, siya po ang tumulak na, number one, siya ang humingi sa Mega World na ibigay ni Lotte. Number two, siya ang naghanap ng pondo. No? At dito, Butch, alam niyo po, di ba may kasabihan tayo na ang sinungaling ay kapatid ng magnanakaw. Di ba? Nung pumutok yung issue sa DAP, di ba, binigyan ng 100 million yung mga senador na bumoto upang paalisin si Chief Justice Renato Corona. Ilang beses po on TV, on radio, sa newspapers, may mga presidencia, ang sabi ni Senator Drilon, natanggap ko dyan 100 million pesos lang po. No? At nilagay ko yan sa Iloilo Convention Center. Butch, nakakuha ko ng dokumento galing sa DBM, Department of Budget and Management. At sinabi doon sa dokumento na ang nakuha pala ni Senator Drilon ay 300 million pesos para sa Iloilo Convention Center. Doon pa lang, huli na siya Kasi dahil nagsinungaling si Senator Drilon, alam mo na kagad na may tinatago siya. No? That is a big wrongdoing that he was trying to hide or bury under the ground. Kaya po galit na galit talaga sa akin.
Yung bang mga ibang senator na nagboto pagtanggalin si Corona, alam nila na 300 million ang kinuha.
By this time, I'm sure alam na nila dahil ibinulgar ko na sa YouTube yan At ipinakita ko pa yan yung mga dokumento. So, naunsihan sila ni Senator Drilon.
Alam ko na. Sa kanina pinapag-usapan natin. Pag hindi ka talagang totoo at hindi mo papaglalaban ng katotohanan, okay, hindi ka makatulog. Diba?
Tama.
Kanya pala itong si Drilon, ini-interview sa TV, nakakatulog kasi siguro walang tulog sa gabi.
Wala nang tulog, no? Kasi kilala ko siya, Butch, no? As I was telling you kanina, kilala ko yan si Drilon. Ang sakit niyan is yung tinatawag na sleep apnea. At hindi pareho kami. Ako rin may sleep apnea no? Pero nakakatulog ako na mahimbing. Siya, kahit anong gadget ang gagamitin niya, hindi na siya makatulog.
Ay, talaga.
Because I know that his conscience is bothering him.
I'm sure his conscience is bothering him. You cannot get away from conscience.
Yes,
diba?
Madalang
ang tao na walang konsensya.
Yes,
mga hayop na lang yun. No? Pero eto kay Drilon is very interesting. But let's shift away from him kasi
sige,
he's a very unpleasant subject. I just wanted to end it by saying, kung ang pinsan niya, si Mabilo, ay drug protector, so Drilon is a drug protector's protector.
Yes.
I see. Because he was going after you for exposing. Yeah. So, meron siya talagang link dito sa drug. Anyway, eto pang isa. Yung YouTube mo, marami kang sinasabi tungkol kay Bicoy tsaka Trillanes. Can you enlighten us on to whatever you discovered there?
Alam nyo po, Butch, no? Yung channel ko ay lumaki dahil kay Bicoy at kay Trillanes.
Ganyan.
Utang na loob ako dyan kay Trillanes. Dahil nung lumabas si Bicoy at sinabi niya na bayaran lang pala siya, he was just hired by Trillanes and the Liberal Party upang gawin yung ang totoong narco-list na videos na pinakalat nila sa YouTube, Facebook, at iba pang social media. Doon ako nung umpisa na gumawa ng regular ng mga YouTube videos. At doon ko nakita na yung mga kapatid pala natin, especially those working abroad, no? Yung mga OFW natin, ay uhaw na uhaw sa mga balita tungkol sa Pilipinas, especially when it comes to politics. Doon ako nag-umpisa na nakikita ko yung mga video ko ay napapanood ng 80,000, 120,000, 130,000 viewers, no? For every video. So doon po ako nagsimula na maging seryoso sa YouTube. Kaya itong lately, in case you don't know, Butch, nagpalabas na rin si Trillanes ang sariling vlog, no?
Meron na dyan vlog.
Meron siyang vlog. sabi niya noon, sabi niya,
wala na siyang ano,
no,
he does not trust ABS-CBN anymore.
wala na, alam
kasi
niya,
wala nang nanonood doon eh.
na.
Dito na ang mga...
Saka mawawala na yan. Oo, pagsasara na yan. So, sabi ni Trillanes noon na hindi raw credible ang mga vloggers. No? Pero ito ngayon, nandyan siya. Hanapin niyo yung TRX. Alam mo, Butch, nakakatawa. Nag-launch siya ng TRX. Ang ibig sabihin ng TRX, Trillanes Explains, no? Yun ang title ng channel niya. Sa unang, I think 3 na yata yung mga episodes niya. Yung unang episode niya, tinambakan siya ng dislike. No? Tinambakan siya ng dislike. Mga 3-1, ha? 3 dislikes to every 1 like. Yung bawat na 1 like niya, mga dilawan pa yun. No? So, ibig sabihin, doon pa lang sa number of dislikes, makikita nyo na kung ano karami ang dilawan at ano karami ang sumusuporta kay Pangulong Duterte. Nakakatawa pa, Butch. Dahil na-block, binabawalan ng Trillanes mag-comment sa kanyang mga videos.
Okay. Yung mga nagdi-dislike.
Oo, di ba? Pwede ka mag-comment dyan. Pwede ka magbigay ng opinion mo dyan, yung reaction mo. Ako, minsan binabati ko ako sa aking videos. Ako,
you have to allow that.
You have to allow that, no? Because we believe in the freedom of expression, yung exchange of ideas, no? So, okay. Ayaw nyo sa akin, hindi kayo naniniwala, or
okay lang.
Okay lang, no? We leave it to the viewers to decide.
Right.
So, ito, duwag talaga, Butch. He's a coward, no?
Yeah.
Talagang duwag na duwag itong si Trillanes.
At saka yung ganyan, duwag, tsaka liar.
Liar, oo. Kaya ganun po. So, Trillanes is a very interesting topic as far as people are concerned. Interesting in the sense na they hate him. Alam mo, Butch, nag-informal survey ko sa Twitter. Sabi ko, who is the most hated man in the Philippines? Siguro, Butch, 95% ang nagsabi. Trillanes. Trillanes. So,
5% lang si Drilon?
Yung 5%, pati pa yun si Lenny, si Vice President Lenny, Drilon, and former President Aquino, and De Lima. So 95% Trillanes talaga ang nagsasabi. Kasi sabi niya, kung tinatawag na most hated man in the Philippines.
Saka maganda yung paggamit mo, most hated man.
Yes.
Hindi yung most unpopular o most hated man. Talagang parang kinasusuklaman ng tao.
Nakakatawa pa dyan is may reaction sa Twitter, no? Sabi niya, paano ba magiging man ang isang asong ulol? Sabi ko, i-qualify na natin yan. Pwede na yan.
Ay, no. But apparently, meron na silang kaso ngayon, di ba?
Yes, may kaso
finally, kinasuhan na sila
inciting to sedition dahil doon sa Bicoy tapes.
Bicoy tapes, no? What do you think will be the outcome of that?
Well, I think they will be found guilty, no? Dahil si Bicoy mismo ay siya ang nag-confess, no? Umamin siya na talagang siya yung tao na yon. At I think corroborated ng kapatid niya, na alam din niya na it was Trillanes who hired si Jomel Peter Advincula, alias Bicoy, na gumawa ng tape na yon, no? So, mabigat yan, no? And anyway, mababang parusa lang naman yan. Siguro 6 years imprisonment, pero pag mahatulan siya ng guilty, talagang pabibilanggo.
Pabibilanggo siya, no? And inciting to sedition, tsaka malaki yan. That's goodbye ka na sa goodbye ka na sa politics mo, no? Because nobody will believe you anymore.
Yes.
Unless, of course, itong mga amo niya, itong mga George Soros at mga are able to turn the whole country around again, no? And put in the yellow cards back in power. That might be his only chance again, no? To get into a position. But as far as his credibility is concerned, wala na.
Zero.
Pero itong si Bicoy, I understand, is not in a witness protection program.
Wala yata, wala.
Wala, no? That means his life is in danger.
Yes, oo.
Di ba? Kasi may kakayanan na itong mga taong to talagang papatay sa mga ganitong klaseng witnesses, lalo na yung nag-reverse. Ang bigat ng pagka-reverse ni Bicoy. Because he was with them in the whole planning time.
Yes.
Marami pa siyang nabanggit na pangalan na hindi nasama sa kaso eh. Sila Lenny Robredo. Yung mga obispo, no? Sila...
May pare yan na nakasama.
May pare yung si Alejo, Father Alejo, tsaka yung isa. Pero itong sila Sok Villegas, itong sila David, Bishop David, na pinuntahan at nakipag-konsulta sa kanila. No? Yan mga yan, wala naman sasabihin tama, kundi sige, tanggalin nyo na si Duterte.
Yes,
no?
yes.
They're not going to say, don't take out Duterte. They've been trying to do that using the pulpit ever since before. But whatever, I don't know how they got away with it, or baka nag-soft pedal lang si Guevara dito sa mga to. Yan din ang isang napaka kay Guevara. Nakakaduda na kung minsan napakabagal niyang gumalaw. Tapos pag nagbibigay siya ng opinion, katulad dito sa ABS-CBN, parang bakla yung opinion niya no? Parang yes you can and no you cannot. Parang ganyan, parang tumutulay siya sa dalawang bridges, no? So, but at any rate, the fact that nakasuhan na sila Trillanes is one step. No? The next step should be guys like Noynoy Aquino, di ba? And all the other people that have been involved with them. Katulad ng sabi mo sa DAP. The
Disbursement
Acceleration Program. No? There is no such thing.
Wala. Illegal nga
It's illegal. There was never any law that created that.
Yes.
No? And then that means that you're supposed to get the funds from Malampaya and start distributing it to the senators and congressmen for their infrastructure projects or whatever. No such thing.
Wala.
So it was a major malversation.
Yes.
And ano yan? Plunder.
Pinakamalaking plunder ito.
Yeah.
And ang sa pagkaalam ko, yung mga chief architects dyan ay sina Congressman, si Budget Secretary Butch, at si Drilon. Pero tsaka na rin si Noynoy, siyempre, no? Pero alam mo, Butch, si Noynoy, sorry to say this, no? Pero lang
Bobo?
Bobo. Kung ano na sasabihin sa kanya ni Abad at ni Drilon, approve na rin siya, no? And katulad na rin yun, ang big box siya na nabanggit mo, which is also one of your advocacies, he cannot distinguish kung ano yung tama o ano mali.
Because he's autistic.
Siguro.
That's the reason.
So, basta I would put it under the label Bobo. Bobo na lang.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go a little beyond that. No? I'll say he's Bobo and he's malicious. No? Alam nyo, for as long as he can do whatever he has done, maybe there is some amount of ignorance, but there's a lot of malice in what he had done.
Yes.
And he should not go scot-free. From what I understand po, si Noynoy now is in extreme depression. And he is losing weight dramatically. And so maybe because of tension, stress, that he will soon be indicted for the crimes that he had committed, because he has numerous crimes. The other Aquino, whom I heard is not doing too well also, is this guy Bam Aquino. He has not been heard of, and he has been reclusive.
After he lost the election.
After he lost, and after he saw how the people reacted to them as Aquinos. Maybe he was, as a young boy, he was taught that the Aquinos were heroes, no? But obviously, finally, it took a little while for the people to realize that they were very, very destructive, no, to the nation as a whole, no, and to the individual Filipinos in terms of their quality of life. No? Marami pong pinatay ang mga yan by creating the programs that will impoverish the many, many Filipinos. At any rate, I want this to go on with different. Another topic that I want to talk with you about is itong coronavirus. No? Have you taken this up in your blogs? Have you?
Ano lang, in passing lang. In passing lang, no? Especially nung unang na lumabas si Pangulong Duterte na huwag po tayong mga no? The Filipino people should not panic. So, inulat ko lang yun sa blog ko.
Yeah. Sa amin po, since my focus is on economics, I'm a bit concerned on not just for the economics of the Philippines but economics of the world. Kasi you know, because of this virus, coronavirus. By the way, everybody now admits that the mortality rate of virus-infected people, of the coronavirus-infected people, is a mere 2%. But the mortality rate of the ordinary flu, which continues to inflict, on different societies, including the United States, is 7%. Mas marami pa, 3 times more ang namamatay sa ordinary flu kaysa sa dito sa coronavirus. But nevertheless, ang sinasabi natin very contagious. But what had happened, if you look at the situation, China being the most the biggest exporter of goods, all kinds of goods, from industrial goods to cars to consumer goods and everything. Biggest exporter of goods yan. Everybody now, the whole world has closed its doors on things that are made in China.
Yes.
So they cannot export. Hindi po sila maka-export. So what will happen to their economy? Major tama itong minadagukan ng kanilang ekonomiya nito. Okay. So you've got people of 1 billion, 300 million people now in a crisis as far as their economy is concerned. Because pag naghinto nag-export ang China, magsesarado yung mga factories nila. Hindi mo mababayaran ng mga sweldo. And so you're going to create a lot of social problems, no? Plus over and above the economics. Now, the people that have been importing Chinese goods, that means the rest of the world. You know, we import Chinese goods not just to eat in champoy or not just to wear the clothes. We're importing all kinds. Things that we need for our factories, or things that the technical things that we need, even the cars that are needed that are being used.
Apple,
the iPhone, no, and so on and so forth. All of these are being needed by these countries so that the businesses can resell or can use for production. Hihinto din yun. Pag humihinto yan, tapos wala kang trade. Dahil pag huminto yun, hindi ka din makabenta. So the rest of the world economy is also affected.
Yes.
Right?
Kahit yung isang example is tourism.
Tourism, no? So what happens now? Because there is this hysteria of coronavirus, no? Pushed by a lot of media agencies. There is this global panic happening. Despite the fact that the World Health Organization said, do not panic. There is this virus, it's contagious, but virus mutates. So we have to be ahead of the mutation of the virus. And we're doing that. And the best country that is addressing this is China. And everything that China knows and discovers, he shares it with the rest of the world immediately. So we now have more or less contained. Alam mo yung tatlong malalaking hospital ng China, they have 3 hospitals of more than 1,000 beds each. One has already been closed down dahil wala ng pasyente. Kumukonti ang pasyente nila. That means they are being successful in addressing this. At the same time, of course, meron tayong nakikitang meron dito sa Amerika. All of them supposedly had come from China and flew in. Isa from Iran. No? At may sakit. Dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, isa o dalawa.
Galing China rin yun.
Galing din China. Pero yung panic, sabi ko, yun ang mas maraming namamatay. The panic that it had created because of the economic situation will increase the difficulty of being able to survive for many countries. Yan ang delikado. No? And we hope, of course, that this thing is alleviated right away. Pero nakakatakot, baka tumuloy-tuloy ito. Kasi ang sabi nila, pag tumuloy-tuloy ito, para bang what will happen is like you have a para ka na rin nag-world war.
Yes.
Kasi sa dami ng mamamatay because of the resulting poverty.
Yes.
And if it was done purposely, that means it's very dangerous. No. What I wanted to point out here is how the seriousness of the situation. Not that anybody might have concocted the virus then tinapon
biochemical warfare.
Sa akin kasi merong ganyan o wala. It's not really of issue now. The issue is how to contain this and to get the people supporting the leadership of the countries. For example, if China, Russia, US, and India, the most populous countries in the world, get together and say, we're going to work together to destroy this. Some declaration of the same concept. And then move into infrastructure development and so on and so forth, so that the idea of economic growth will be there to counter the effects of this. If it can be done, magkakaroon ng hope ang taong bayan instead of right now nagpapanik, nagtatago, tapos they just stay in their homes even if they don't work. Some don't go to school anymore. So, yun lang ang gusto ko sanang i-add dito sa ating talakayan. This is we have to look at it from the standpoint of its solution, not from its real cause.
Yes.
Kasi other people get fixated on it was bioweapon and so on.
Daming ang fake news dyan, Butch.
Well, whether they're fake or not, we don't. But the point there is not that. The point is there is a real situation where the people and countries have purposely curtailed their economic activity.
Dito sa Pilipinas actually, nararamdaman na yan, no? Number one, yung hotel industry natin.
Right, sa tourism.
Kahit mga taxi drivers, nagsasabi na malaki daw ang pagbaba ng riders nila dahil sa banta ng COVID, no? COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID-19. Sana dito sa ating bansa meron tayong Duterte President Duterte, who's doing things Well, as best as anybody can do it, I
Yes.
suppose. Now,
We
we have different ideas as to the approach, but you can see the presidency is not a very easy job.
very difficult. Very difficult.
Sila Noy made it look easy because they're not solving anything.
Yes,
But Duterte, you can see Duterte is having a lot of difficulty because he's solving the problem.
Correct.
He's addressing them, hindi ba? What do you think will happen in, for example, 2022?
I think in 2022, people will be looking to Duterte, no? Kung sino yung gusto niyang papalit sa kanya. Mabigat yung maging influence ni Pangulong Duterte sa kung sino yung mananalo bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas in 2022 dahil nakita ng tao, in fact, on my YouTube channel tsaka sa Twitter, tsaka sa aking Facebook, marami akong nababasa ng mga reaksyon that many people would in fact want Duterte to stay longer beyond the 6-year term na binibigay sa kanya ng ating saligang batas. No? So, I think, as far as Philippine politics is concerned, yung Dilawan, yung Liberal Party, finished.
Wala na yan.
Kaput. No? Kaput na yan, zero na yan.
Pero buhay pa si Drilon eh.
Pero mag-expire na yung term niya in 2022.
Yeah, okay.
And siguro, ewan ko kung he will run for Congress in Iloilo City. May mga naririnig ako na balita. But by then, he will be 77, no? 77, 2022. And
he will be sleeping more.
He will be sleeping more. And sa ngayon nga, with the President looking into his involvement, yung sa Maynila at Manila Water, palagay ko doon nawawala ng tulong si Drilon na dahil alam niya na may mga malaki siyang mga kasalanan na nagawa and takot yan takot yan. Kaya siya nandiyan, kaya siya nananatili na gusto niya nasa posisyon siya dahil yun ang panangga niya That will be his shield against prosecution. After 2022, no? After 2022 na ano pa rin ni Pangulong Duterte yung papalit sa kanya, wala siyang matatakbuhan na natutulong sa kanya against prosecution.
Pero boy, we're assuming Duterte will last till 2022.
Yes.
But right now, he's already talking about people wanting to kill him.
Yes.
And I would imagine that there are quite a number. One is the oligarchs, no? Ito mga oligarko na bigyan ng malalaking kontrata ng gobyerno, tapos pinagkikitaan nila talaga ang taong bayan by having the highest electricity rates in the world and even probably the same situation for water. Alam mo, yung kuryente at tubig, buhay ng tao yan.
Yes.
Ngayon, he seems to be going after them. And if he does go after them at totoong gusto niyang ikukulong, itong mga ito gumagawa na ng paraan para patayin siya. Ang ABS-CBN, mga ano din yan, oligarko din yan. So pag nagsama-sama ang pera nitong mga ito para maghanap ng paraan para patayin siya, madali. You can see the logic there. The drug lords want to kill him. The communists want to kill him. The yellow tards want to kill him. And of course, the CIA wants to kill him too, right? So, pag nagsama-sama to, itong mga to, malamang magsasama-sama talaga. Ang chances na makuha nila si Duterte is very high. Okay? Anong gagawin natin kung wala na siya at tinira siya? No? That's what your opinion on that?
That will be a nightmare, no? Malaking problema yan para sa ating bansa, no? Para sa akin, yun ang pinakakatakutan ko. na mangyari sa ating bansa na mapatay nila si Pangulong Duterte. But I think that will spark a revolution.
Yes.
Dahil po yung taong bayan ngayon ay nakita naman in survey after survey, napakataas yung popularity ni Pangulong Duterte.
Yes.
And kung gagawin nila yan, hindi sila tatanggapin ng taong bayan. People will rise up against them. No? And kahit yung CIA, alam nila, yung CIA kasi namumulso din yan eh. Hindi yung gagalaw kung nakikita nila na very popular and President Duterte continues to be very popular. No? Kasi marami ng karanasan ng Amerika eh, na papasukin nila ang isang bansa, no? Na tapos hindi sila matanggap ng taong bayan, eh napipilitan silang tumakbo, no? Kumakas sa Vietnam, nakita natin yan, no? Afghanistan, lumabas din sila. Di ba pang mga bansa sa Middle East, no? Sa Iraq, no? Pinalabas din sila, no? So, kaya po, para sa akin, Butch, mahalaga na yung mga kababayan natin will continue to be solid, no? To be vigilant, no? Dapat po kapit-bisig tayo na ipakita natin na hindi sila makakahanap ng butas. No? They might be able to kill, no? They might be able to succeed in that plan. Pero they will not succeed in gaining control over the Philippines. Magkakagulo ito, Butch, kung mangyari.
Ako po, ang tingin ko, boy, if anything happens to him, since we've already identified the enemies and the most probable people that might kill him, even if they do kill him, like you said, it's going to create chaos. But the kind of chaos that will have anger and hatred behind it. Because they're going to go after unang-una the oligarchs. Kasi yung CIA hindi mo makita kung saan sila, di ba? Unang-una yung oligarchs, yun ang unang-una. Maski na yung drug lords nakatago yan. Yung mga communists, again, nandun yan sa mga NPA. Pero yung mga oligarchs, nakalutang yan eh. Alam nila yung mga bahay, alam nila yung mga negosyo nito mga ito. So, unang-una siguro silang hahanapin. Ang iniisip ko lang ang militar. No? The military seems to be very loyal to the president. Is that loyalty going to be sound despite his no longer being around? If somebody kills him, so wala na ngayong Duterte to be loyal to. And is the military susceptible to being to being influenced by CIA, by the money of the oligarchs, no? By this? Yun lang ang aking kinakatakutan because I don't know how they think. What do you think?
Well, para sa akin, may mga iba-ibang scenario din yan, no? Na somebody might emerge from the military if it happens, no? Na who will fight the oligarchy, no? And preserve the gains of President Duterte. So, kung ganyan yung gagawin ng lalabas na leader, he will gain the people's support, no? Number two, yung kudita, no? Kudita na may kunta dyan, hindi natin masiguro kung saan pupunta yan. Dahil, di ba, sabi mo, the oligarchy can influence kung sino yung kunta na yan. No? So, talaga, it's very, very frightening. No? Nakatakot talaga na pag-isipan na maaaring mangyari yan. So, pero I will go to my, kung ano talaga yung, kung ano po ang dapat mangyari, Butch, no? Para sa akin, dapat na si President Duterte ng revolutionary government.
Okay, right now.
Right now, oo.
To preempt it.
To preempt it, no? At kasi, kita nyo, lumalabas pa rin yung issue sa corruption. And para sa akin, if President Duterte, yung sinabi nga ni Press Secretary Panelo, na parang nakatali yung isang kamay niya sa likod.
Right.
Even dalawang kamay. So talagang kailangan yung revolutionary government. Kasi pag hindi po...
marami nang nagsasabi yan, marami nang sumasang-ayon sa India.
Kasi kung hindi po maalis-alis, kung hindi po malinis yung gobyerno natin, na matanggal itong mga korap, mabilanggo itong mga korap, hindi po tayo uunsan. No? And the President will only be frustrated.
Right.
At matatapos na lang yung 6 years niya na hindi niya talaga na pulbos, no? na pulverize itong mga problema na ito. Kasi with corruption, illegal drugs nandiyan. And maraming mga problema. So, the root of all this is corruption. Oo.
Tamang-tama. Well, okay, meron po tayong mga nanonood that sent their text messages to us. No? So before anything, let's try to read them so that they know we acknowledge their being with us this afternoon. No? Si Mai Kayas Nohara, magandang hapon po Sir Butch and Sir Manuel. Okay. Michael John Macrohan, salute mga Sir Manuel at Boss Butch. Okay. Thank you. Arboy Tanso, hello mga Sir, good PM po. Mga idol ko po kayo, mabuhay po ang KDP, Kamao at RDRG. Joyce Tansinko, yes, galit sa Kurao. Okay. Emily Figueroa, Poblete, Hasegawa, mabuhay po kayo mga sir. Watching from Japan, KDP, Amazing Duterte. Karina Keha, more power. Judes Butch, hello mga sir. Hindi po ba pwedeng kasuhan isang senador na puro tulog ang alam, sir? Hanap tayo ng reason. Puro tulog, bawal. Pag natulog, listed as absent. Diba? Lilian Bacani, hi, good afternoon, Sir Butch and Sir Manuel. Mabuhay po ang inyong programa, sing Ating Katipunan at Kamao. God bless po sa inyo. Watching from Hong Kong, lagi kong pinapanood ang programa, lalo na po yung Kamao, maraming kaming matututunan. Salamat po sa inyo. The afternoon, Sir Butch, Alter, okay. Lorenzo Alcala, watching from UK, nakakatuwa po yung kayong dalawa na sana lahat ng media ay kagaya totoo at katotohanan. Sa bansang mahal natin, ang mabuhay po kayo at si President Duterte. Thank you. Hello, Ancheta, hello sir. Para walang sabi-sabi, pag natutulog ay busa lang. Ang bunganga niya, walang kwenta ang taong yan, walang pakinabang ang sa Senado. In other words, sagot, tamad. Freddy Oredina, present. Hello, Freddy. Nilda Amoro, oo, nasayang boto namin pamilya. Khalid, talagang number 1 sinungaling itong sundalong kanin na asong ulol na si Trillanes. Grace Villanueva, Manabat, watching from Pasig. Paul Sala, Manuel, hanga po ako kay nanay na miyembro nyo at nag-real talk sa mga realista sa Mendiola. Tama. There was a lady there dun sa rally that took over the megaphone and started talking to the anti-Duterte young people and telling them dapat buti nga sa kanila free education, no? Wala silang Anyway, Grace Villarema dapat makulong si Trillanes. Ayan de la Sir Boy. May Kayas Nohara, pag punabitay si Trililing, magpapapiesta ako sa baryo namin. Timur Alcraz, Dilawan, yan si Guevara. Noong nabubuhay pa si Jojo Robles at na-appoint siya sa DOJ, sabi ni Jojo, naku po, Dilawan yan. Bakit inilagay ni PRD sa DOJ? Wala siyang tiwala noon sa kanya. Parang totoo na pinahihina niya ang kaso ng mga dilawan sa puro bailable. Wala pa siyang nakukulong. Kung si De Lima yan, kulong na lahat yan. Ang DOJ natutulog sa pansitan. Alam niyo po, marami pong nakakahalata kay Guevara. Sana gumalaw siyang diretso at kung hindi, makikita ni Duterte kung saan ang kanyang pinapanigan. Roland Colobong, okay ang mga comments natin, but it should be guided with ethics. Glenn Buwan, tapos dinagdagan pa ni Gordon ng allegation ng Pogo Chinese employees may be spying. Ryan Sally, good afternoon, Mustafa Professor Butch, Valdes, Manuel, Mejorada. Watching from California, USA, God bless. Dorothy Icaricia, trending si swine flu. Okay. Swine flu si
Rilon.
Okay, Ryan Sally Duterte, 2022 or Marcos Duterte or vice versa. Teresa Lee Marcos Duterte, excellent team, 2022. John Obrase, kaya dapat huwag tayong tumigil sa pagbubulgar ng oligarko sa bayan natin. Salamat at may social media na. Nalje Piacoma, ang mga senador karon nang nanaog tungod sa kadagko o gasto mga baga na nawong walay ulaw.
Cebuano yata, Cebuano.
Yan. Joanna Tilia, good day po, Professor Butch, KDP Kamao. Francisco, USA military junta ang dapat in case na mangyari kay PRD just like the case of Burma before. Mansanas Apple, hello po, watching from Paris. Yeah. Well, ito nga po sa atin ngayon, before we close, is the social media. And social media, right now, dito po talaga siguro we can exercise freedom of speech. Di po ba? At maski na kanina, may pinapaliwanag sa atin ni Boy Mejorada na itong si Trillanes, pag may negative na nagko-comment sa kanya, tinatanggal niya dun sa Facebook account niya. Pinipigilan niya magsalita. Eh di wala ng tao ngayon dun sa Facebook account ni Trillanes kasi lahat ng tao minumura siya. No? So tinatanggal niya, di wala nang makikinig ngayon kay Trillanes. So, eto uli, Almar, Renalo Magat, for clarification lang, mga sir, sa mga daw may issue na daw na warrant of arrest. Totoo ba ito?
Marami na akong warrant of arrest na hinarap, no?
Yes, well, alam niyo po, kung kaya kalaban niyo isang senador katulad ni Drilon, no? gagamitin niya ang kanyang kapangyarihan at hindi lang kapangyarihan, pati na yung kanyang pera, no? Para gumawa ng kahirapan para dito sa mga kritiko niya, no? Ang dapat niyang harapin itong mga aligasyon na ito at huwag niyang papatayin o gusto tahimikin ang messenger, no? You must address the message and do not try to destroy the messenger, especially a messenger of truth. Kasi po ang messenger of truth, you cannot kill it, no? Lalabas at lalabas ang katotohanan, no? And you cannot stop it. There are people like Boy Mejorada and many other patriots around the country today, no? Maybe we should be increasing. There should be an increase of more patriots. But through these examples of Boy Mejorada and many others, no, palagay ko may uusbong pa dyan na malakas ang loob na sasabi, sige, labas na natin lahat ng katotohanan. Kasi kung hindi natin lalabas to, what else is left for us as a country? If all of us keep quiet about what wrong is being done to us, if all of us keep quiet about about the corruption going on in the country today, if all of us keep quiet every time you have a powerful person that you have to deal with because they're normally powerful, what will happen to our country? When I say country, I don't mean just us. I mean the next generation and the generation that comes after that. What legacy will we leave our children and our children's children? When we had now the chance to correct it and we didn't do anything because we were afraid. So I'm glad we have people like Boy, who have the intellectual competence and the moral courage to do what he is doing. And we must support more and more people of his kind. Sa akin po, before I say good afternoon, I'll give you the last word.
I will follow up on what you said, Butch, no? Na si Dillon, hindi niya sinasagot yung mga issue na dahil siguro alam naman yun na totoo yung mga issue. At ang ginagawa niya is talagang minamadali niya na mapatahimik ako through imprisonment. Gusto niya ipasok niya ako sa council at hindi na ako makapag-broadcast no, sa social media. Nung sa program ni Pinky Web, sabi ni Dillon, bakit pa minamadali ng mga tao na magsasara ang ABS-CBN? So, ibabalik ko rin sa kanya yung tanong, bakit pa Senator Dillon nagmamadali ka na ipatahimikin mo that you will silence Boy Mejorada? So, ganun din po, I will use the same logic as you did sa kaso ng ABS-CBN. So, Butch, maraming salamat sa pagkakataon na ito to be able to join you on this program at makatulong mo tayo na makabigay ng linaw no, ng isip sa ating mga kababayan.
Maraming salamat din sa iyo, Boy, at you joined us dito po sa Ating Katipunan. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!